introduce to you.
I get that Vince McMahon is an asshole here, but even so, you're telling me that Lillian Garcia has to read out his introduction on a piece of paper? I mean, we can easily praise Vince's accomplishments on his creation of what WWE is today without the need for it.
Hulk Hogan, The Rock.
Lillian has a confused expression on her face when describing Vince being responsible for the rises of Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Why look confused when that is actually fact? I'm just saying, anyone care to deny that?
He is well endowed.
Okay, now I'm on board with the confusion.
Things are pretty much uncensored.
By being completely censored, so f*** you on that.
Back on USA, folks, we're...
One thing that I always found irritating about this celebration is the constant reminders that WWE is back on the USA Network. Is it great? Yes. Is it also irritating to hear every 30 seconds? Absolutely.
One particular day, February 8, 1998.
Vince McMahon must indeed be senile already because he remembers a moment of Monday Night Raw history that took place on February 8th, 1998, despite the fact that February 8th was on a Sunday in 1998. So he remembers beating the hell out of Stone Cold Steve Austin even before Steve won his first world title at WrestleMania 14. Probably in Appleton.
Vince McMahon beat Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Vince McMahon somehow thinks he won't get stunned by Stone Cold after bringing up that moment from not 1998. See, even the recap video is telling Vince that the time of this moment was February of 1999, not 1998. Surprised there's not a graphic saying it was a year later, you idiot.
Take a look at this one. Remember that one? Remember that?
The production crew probably activated Stone Cold Steve Austin's music for fear that Vince McMahon would say that the moment he put Steve in shackles was in 1984.
Hey, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give him a hand.
Surprised Steve even lets Vince say anything. If I were Steve, I'd cut straight to the chase and give Vince a stunner right now.
There ain't too many times you and me have ever seen eye to eye.
Except for 2001, which, by the way, Vince thinks happened in 1995. Boy, this is funny. I could do this all day. Great episode of Raw from 1928, am I right, folks?
You're nervous.
The what chants are annoying, but as I've said before, the exception is always when Steve Austin is playing along with them while intimidating his target. Love this legend.
I got a couple little highlights myself.
What a coincidence. Steve Austin has some highlights of him humiliating Vince McMahon on the very case that Vince was going to come out to the ring and play highlights of his own. Talk about lucky guessing.
And for people to see me in my underpants.
Vince is embarrassed at being seen in his underwear, but somehow has absolutely no problem creating the Kiss My Ass Club, where he reveals his entire ass to the world.
I lost control of my bladder and my bowels.
Wait, whoa, hold up a second. Did Vince McMahon just admit that he also shat his pants during the Bang 316 gun segment back in what he believes is 1948?
I've got some other things I have to do in the back.
If you gotta do all that, then what the hell are you even doing in the ring wasting time with video clips in the first place?
Hey,
After all these years, how the hell did Vince not hightail it out of the ring when Steve Austin told him to hold on a second?
You might be right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin does to Shane McMahon what he should have done to Vince upon entering the ring. Also, why does Shane get no chance to talk and immediately gets the stunner? Meanwhile, Steve takes his time with the remaining family members here, conveniently goes for the quick stunner on perhaps the best McMahon.
Pretty well. Shane didn't fall far.
Steve may want to be careful because drinking beer has been activating McMahon music a lot tonight.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Stephanie McMahon only now questions Steve Austin on who he thinks he is for stunning the McMahon family. Seriously?
It's our show.
what?
You don't understand that I'm Stephanie McMahon.
I mean, Steve just stunned the hell out of Vince and Shane, so what puts Stephanie above either of them? Is it because she's a female McMahon? I think it's because she's a female McMahon.
What fragrance are you wearing?
Alright, I gotta admit, that was funny. Steve does a mock interview, asks Stephanie what fragrance she was wearing, and she is confused as hell at what to say.
Maybe you'd like to give old Stone Cold a kiss.
Triple H somehow didn't show up to be the next McMahon on the receiving end of the stunner after Steve starts flirting with Stephanie. Damn that beer and its music changing abilities. Can someone toss Steve a non-music changer, please?
I've spent the last 2 years bringing this family back together.
Well, that's a good thing, but does Linda McMahon seriously think that Stone Cold giving stunners to everyone is tearing the family apart all over again? They all got stunned together as one big, happy, unconscious family.
Why my husband?
Your husband's a piece of trash.
Yeah.
Damn, Linda McMahon is severely savage with that one line. Spent the last 2 years bringing the McMahon family together, only to agree that her husband is a piece of trash. You'll love to see it. With how much time has passed, I'm actually convinced that the McMahons unconscious in the ring are now legitimately unconscious from falling asleep.
Well,
No offense, but Steve is stalling way too long here. If you're gonna stun Linda McMahon and complete the set, then do it already. Even if the way Linda McMahon fell from the stunner was terrible, I still can't get over how awesome it was that Steve Austin stunned the entire McMahon family within 12 minutes. Historic Raw segment.